If you're concerned that the Big Beautiful for Billionaires Act is just a handout to the super rich, don't worry. It's also a handout to ICE, one that threatens to turn America into a police state. 3 key facts. Number 1, the new law allocates $170 billion of your tax money to ICE and Stephen Miller's border and mass deportation policies. It'll turn ICE into the largest federal law enforcement organization, with about 30,000 masked thugs grabbing people off the streets.
You think we're arresting people now? You wait till we get the funding to do what we gotta do.
Of course, it's misleading to call ICE a law enforcement agency, given that 72% of the people ICE has locked up have no criminal records, and ICE agents themselves appear to be regularly breaking the law with warrantless raids, excessive force, and illegal detentions, sometimes of US citizens. And each of those ICE agents is about to get a $10,000 bonus on top of their salaries for the next 4 years as a special thank you gift that you are paying for. Number 2, $46.5 billion of that money is for Trump's border wall. Which is funny because I could have sworn someone else was supposed to pay for that.
Mexico is going to pay for the wall.
I will have Mexico pay for that wall.
Mexico will pay for the wall.
Hey, look, Mexico's going to pay for the wall. The wall is going to be paid for by Mexico. I will get the wall to be paid for by Mexico. Who's going to pay for the wall?
Nope, it's US taxpayers. You, me, all of us that are stuck with the bill. Number 3, $45 billion is for ICE detention centers. What's the word for when you build a camp to imprison a heavily concentrated group of people? I feel like there's a word for that. Anyway, this is more than 5 times the entire budget for the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And since ICE is planning to outsource a lot of the imprisonment, this could be a windfall for private, for-profit prison contractors like Geo Group and Core Civic, who each gave $500,000 to Trump's inauguration slush fund, and who've both been accused of holding people in inhumane conditions, without sufficient access to drinkable water or flushable toilets, respectively. All of this is being done with your money. And it's money spent at a time that Republicans are telling us we can't afford anything. They just voted to take health coverage away from 17 million Americans because supposedly we can't afford it. Trump's trying to slash the budget of the agency that runs the National Weather Service by 25% and eliminate FEMA altogether. We've fired more than 100,000 public workers. We have canceled grants funding cancer and Alzheimer's research. We have fired thousands from the NIH, the FDA, and the CDC. All of this, supposedly, because we're just so strapped for cash. Have you ever noticed that anytime someone says we need to expand healthcare, cancel student debt, invest more in education, build more affordable housing, or even just feed kids lunch, Republicans always tell us we can't afford to do that. But when Republicans want to spend $170 billion to engineer a humanitarian catastrophe where 3,000 people a day are supposed to be grabbed off the street and jammed into crowded cages, possibly surrounded by alligators, somehow those Republicans are more than willing to take the money out of your pocket to do that. I'm Alan Piper at apiper13 and Piperama. Follow Courier Newsroom for the facts you need.